Hello everyone. I got a request recently about the basis of this junk journal, and so that's what I want to show you real quick today. Okay, so let's get started. You can use just about any kind of envelopes that you want. Now these were, I had an accordion. I kind of set them as an accordion, and I was storing all my die cuts in them. And then I moved these into smaller envelopes. So I took these apart, and that's what I'm going to use some of today. So I did keep these two together because this is where I want to start. Okay, but besides these, you can use envelopes that you get in the mail. Now these are some, they were supposed to go back with an investment, but these are my son's. He is currently in Germany, and so we're getting his mail here. So I'm going to use these. They're a little bit smaller, so I'm going to use 2 of these today. So you can have them with windows, without windows. You can cover up the windows. You can leave the windows open so you can see things that are inside. You can use used envelopes. This is the one that originally came in, and it looked, like this on the edge. I just trimmed some stuff off. You could use this larger envelope as well. And then I have some smaller envelopes, and these are donation envelopes that I had purchased for an organization and didn't end up using them, so I have a lot of them, and I'll put 1 or 2 of these in here as well. So let's get started. So the first thing that I want to do is put these on the ends of this fold out. Okay, so here you've got a fold out, and I want to make flip outs. So I'm going to tuck these here and here. Okay, so this is going to, these are going to flip out. All right, so those will be flip out pockets. Now this already has a little bit of an angle, but I'm still going to punch. This is, I think, a 1-inch punch. I'm going to punch those just to make sure that we can get into them easily. I have punched some of the other envelope, pre-punched some of the other envelopes so it goes a little faster. And if you would like to distress your edges, now would be the time to do it. So, you could do this. You can use, I have little daubers or whatever, but I tend to just run the edges of my projects with the ink pad directly, and often kind of add a little distress on the side. So now would be the time to do that. Okay, so I've got some glue. I think this is just like an Aleene's tacky glue. I got a bunch of sample size bottles to try to test some of them out. And so that's what I've been using. Okay, so we're going to try to center this as best as we can. You don't have to. You could just put it up the top or the bottom. It doesn't really matter. How the nice thing about these constructions is I've seen so many videos and so many different ways to do them that really you can pretty much just configure it however you want to do it. There is no right or wrong way. I've even seen these journals where they have used a double-sided printed paper where you glue like 3 pages in a row on the edges, and then you just accordion it, and you're ready to go. Okay, so if I assume that this is the front and these are flip outs, okay, now I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to take one of these envelopes. So this was previously used, And I'm going to tuck it into this spot right here. Okay, so now it becomes another piece, okay? So I will glue this down, and I think I'm going to actually glue it from the back side. I think that might be easier. I don't know. We'll find out. So you just have a lot of freedom in how you want to construct these. Okay. So front, the fold outs, another layer. All right, now I'm going to stick another layer on. And in this case, I want it to accordion, so I'm going to glue this one down. And again, you could pretty much do this however you want to. However you want to fit all of these together, that's up to you. Okay, so I put that in there nice and tight, fold her down, and I have another layer. Front, the flip outs, another layer, and I think I'll add one more of this last envelope to this side. Hold on, I'm gonna fold this in this direction so it's easier. Okay, line her up, hold her down. Okay, now the other thing that I want to put on the front of this envelope, maybe I will, I don't know how far down this goes. Maybe I'll fold this over and I can do something with this as well in the future. I can possibly, I'll figure this out. But this flap could be used for something else. Meanwhile, I'm going to take one of these guys and pop this in here. So this is then the front. And I might cut this off at some, I don't know what I'll do with it. So I'm gonna tuck that in. Now on the other one that I did this piece a little bit differently so that it had a little pocket on the back side where I was gluing it, but I don't necessarily need to do that with this one. So I'm gonna push this in all the way and then maybe pull it out a bit and center it where I want it to be. Okay. So now you have the front, and I'll pop this so we have another pocket. This flap, which you could really just like stick another one on here. However, so this is a work in progress. And then you have a flip out with two pockets, another one with two pockets. Here's a pocket, flip it, and now you have the back side. Here's a pocket, and I guess that would be it. Okay? So in here, then you can put your papers, and I would probably, I don't know if I would have a set in here, but definitely one in here and one in the back side, one in here. And these, I just had everything folded, and I have sewn them down the middle in the past. In this case, I just put a few dots of glue and tucked them in there and glued them together so that they stay together, because eventually I'll tie these in, and that will be shown on another video. But you tie these in, and there are your journal pages. And then from here on your envelopes, you can cover this with vintage paper or craft paper, whatever you want to do with this. So that is essentially how the basis of a junk journal. I mean, you might just have just this and that's it. You can add on or take off as much as you want. So it's really up to you how you want to do that. So that is that, and then I'll show you really quick what this one has kind of turned into. I think I'm just going to call this one done. I have this front pocket, which is the bottom of a bag, a paper bag this is just held together with paper clip. I've got some tags in the front, some Tim Holt. I went through and added a bunch of Tim Holtz figures that I had picked up at Christmas time. Come on. Okay. There's a pocket here with another tag in there. And again, I just used the leftover paper that I used for the rest of the journal. There's a pocket here. Flip the papers open. I have a little angled pocket here and here. I've done a wee bit of stamping on them. This is just another place to tuck some tags or some other things. There's a pocket here with some figures in it. And more tags and another tuck spot here. And a pocket. I did use, so at the Dollar Tree in the craft section, I have found anyway at my location that there are some rub-on transfer papers, and so that's what these are. They kind of tie in with some of the other bee things that I've got going on. So this is rub-on, this is rub-on. These are a Tim Holtz stamp that I picked up somewhere. So yes, another bottom of the bag pocket. And side pockets, stamps. This is simply I basically made a pocket and I tucked it into the signature. And I added a pad of paper to go with it. This library pocket, and I put some stamps on that. She just reminded me so much of your stereotypical librarian who's always telling you to shush, so she just had to go there. All right, and another pocket, some more stamping. Okay, this is the back. A little bit of washi tape on this side. I glued this on right here because I wanted to just not lose it. And then on this side, when you flip it over, I have a notepad here, some washi. Here's just a tuck spot with a tag in it. Another tuck spot, and I can lift it up with this little flap. Okay, another tuck spot with some tags in there, more stamps, and another set of papers, just some tags. There's a pocket here. There's a pocket here. Okay. Washi stamps, more stamps. This one was like falling out of I tucked it in. It's just easier to do it that way. This one too, it was hanging way out over the edge, and so I tucked it in. And then this is the back of the envelope that I created a little pocket for here with some more things, and that's essentially it. Yeah, so that is it. That is the journal that I just finished, and I can't wait to start Bible journaling in this one. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.